Hey guys, it's Kayla from KJ and Her Books, and I'm here with Ashley, aka Mid for the Logo File, over on Instagram.
Hey guys!
And today we're going to be doing the Whisper Challenge.
Yay!
It looks like a lot of fun. So basically what you do is you have one person who has to put in earphones or headphones or whatever, and they've got to listen to something loud enough so that they can't hear the other person, and the other person has to pick out a couple of books that preferably the other person hasn't read, and they just read a sentence out and the other person has to try and guess what they are saying. It looks flippin' hilarious.
Probably
from what I've seen, but yeah, we'll see how we go. I've got a couple of books here, Ashley has a couple of books here, and we're going to get started. Do you want to go first, or what do you want
first
to do?
As in listen first, or like
maybe do you want to listen first or do you want to read first? Because like you can like read or listen, and then I'll read or listen. Like,
okay.
Do one book at a time. Okay.
I'll read first.
Cool.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Got my phone.
And we just need to check that you can't hear me. Is that?
Yes. Yeah.
How quietly do people normally talk?
Well, you can actually legitimately whisper, but
yeah. Because I've watched people do it, and it always seems like they're talking really quietly.
Yeah.
Because I guess you don't want to be deafened.
Preferably not.
I can just imagine I'd be saying something and then the song would end.
Yeah, no, like, I heard that.
It's loud and clear.
Got me some heavy metal-ish music. Okay, you pick a book.
Okay.
Find a sentence. Yeah.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
What? No.
No. Okay.
Hang on.
Can't hear me? No.
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 I can see what you're asking, but I don't know what you...
Alright, I have picked Pandemonium, the second book in the Delirium trilogy, which she has not read, but should have by now. So I'm going to pick a random non-spoilery sentence.
It's really loud!
See if she can guess it. Suddenly, I have the wild urge to dig.
Suddenly, I have white chocolate.
To bury, to hack up the
To
earth.
marry.
People with their hearing aid, like when my grandma turns her hearing aid.
What?
Suddenly, I have the wild urge
Suddenly,
to dig.
I have the
Wild urge to dig.
wild
Urge to dig.
country. Suddenly, I have the...
Wild urge to dig.
What?
To bury, to hack up the
To
earth.
bury.
Yeah.
Suddenly, I have to bury. Oh.
You've skipped a bit. Okay. Suddenly, I have the wild urge to dig.
Suddenly, I have the something to dig.
Suddenly, I have the wild urge to dig.
Oh, suddenly I have the something urge to dig.
Yeah.
Suddenly I have the urge to dig. Suddenly I have the weird urge to dig.
So, yeah. Suddenly, I have the wild urge to dig.
Wild.
Yeah.
Suddenly I have the wild urge to dig.
To bury,
To bury.
to hack up the earth.
Something about earth.
To hack up the earth.
To hold up the earth.
To hack up the earth.
To hang up the earth. Suddenly I have the wild urge to bury.
dig.
To dig.
To bury.
To bury.
To hack up the earth.
I don't know what you're saying. To
Hack up the earth.
act up the earth.
Hack.
What? Hack. Hack. Suddenly I have the wild urge to hack up, to dig, to hack up the
To
earth.
dig, to bury.
To bury,
To hack.
up the earth.
Yeah.
Alrighty, it is your turn. You can pick a
God,
song.
to deafen myself with. I'm gonna be so bad at this. I am not a lip reader.
I'm going to read a sentence from Anna and the French Kiss, which is a book that she hasn't read and she really needs to read already.
Suddenly my breathing sounds really loud.
I know. Can you hear me? Cool? Awesome. You're like, uh-huh. Okay. She looks like...
She looks kind.
She looks like an extra.
She looks at hike.
She looks like...
She looks alike.
She looks like...
She looks like...
An extra.
An ice cream.
An extra.
A shrub.
She looks like an extra from...
She looks like she's on drugs.
She looks like an extra from the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
The Rocky Horror Picture Show.
She looks like...
She looks like
an extra.
the actress.
An extra. An extra.
Extra?
Yes. From...
She looks like an extra from the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Be careful, I had to turn it the whole way up.
That's all good.
I'll be doing one from The Night Circus, which is another book she hasn't read but should have read. You're all good, you can't hear me. The Invitations to Tea in Cambridge.
The Invitations to Tea.
In Cambridge.
In Cabbage?
In Cambridge.
In Cambridge. The Invitations to Tea in Cambridge.
Now arrive addressed only to Bailey.
Now arrived to bathe.
Now now arrive addressed only to Bailey.
Now arrived to dress babies.
Now arrive addressed only to Bailey.
Now arrived addressed to babies.
Only to Bailey.
Only to Baileys.
Bailey.
Bailey.
Leaving his sister off entirely.
Something about an island.
Leaving his sister off entirely.
Leaving his sister to bathe.
Leaving his sister off entirely.
Leaving his sister off and dying.
Yes. Leaving his sister off
Leaving his sister off,
entirely.
dying.
Entirely.
Seething. Scything. Lying.
Entirely. Entirely.
Tiring.
We'll go back to the beginning. The Invitations to Tea in Cambridge.
Invitations to Tea at Cambridge.
Now arrive addressed
Now arrived,
only to
addressed
Bailey.
only to Bailey.
Leaving his sister off entirely.
Leaving his sister off entirely. Going to do this one. I found the best one for you. Can you hear me? All good? Cool. Do you have
Do you have
to have? Do you
To
have
have?
to have
Do you have to have
gay?
cake?
Gay?
Cake?
Gay? Do you have to have gay? Homemade?
Do you have to have gay?
Homemade?
Overbaked.
Homemade.
Home-baked.
Homemade. Do you have to have
Do you have to
gay,
have gay
homemade Simon Snow posters?
What is this? Do you have to have gay? I'm still getting home-baked.
Home
Home
made.
based?
Made.
Made? Homemade?
Do you have to have gay, homemade Simon Snow? Simon Snow.
Gay homemade
Simon Snow.
Oh, Simon Snow. Oh God.
Posters. Posters.
Moleskin.
Do you have to have gay homemade Simon Snow moleskin? Posters.
Posters?
Yes.
Oh, God.
Do you have to have gay homemade Simon Snow posters?
Is that the whole sentence?
Yes. I just thought that. I was like, oh my god, Simon
I'm
Snow.
like, moleskin?
And it doesn't actually say Simon Snow on the thing. It just says the
a
thing,
novel.
but you can
Yeah.
tell that that's
It's
what
like-
she's writing about.
I'll be taking something from the Count of Monte Cristo. It's a bit of a long one, but one you should definitely read, one everyone should definitely read. The bottle was covered with spiders' webs.
The bottle
Was covered with spiders' webs.
was layered,
Covered.
lathered,
Covered.
loved,
Covered
covered. The bottle was covered
with spiders' webs.
with spiced rum.
With spiders' webs.
Spider's webs
And all the other signs.
and all that other stuff.
And all the other signs.
And all the other
Signs.
signs? Oh.
Which indicate the age of wine.
Which is
Which indicate the age of wine.
which
indicate
is handy
indicate
with insects.
indicate
Dead.
indicate
Easter eggs.
indicate
Cake.
no.
With
Which indicate
witches. Hats.
no.
I don't know what you're saying.
Indicate the age of wine.
Something about white wine,
Which indicate
which indicated
the age of wine.
the age of wine.
More truly than do.
What? Which indicated the age of the wine or wine.
More truly than
More-
do.
Truly,
Than do.
they do.
Than do.
Then you.
Do.
They do.
Than do. Than do.
They do that. Do. More truly,
Than do.
they use.
Than do.
Thank you.
More truly
More truly,
than do.
they do.
Than do.
They do.
Than
Then,
do.
then do.
Wrinkles on a man's face.
Reels on a man's face.
Wrinkles.
Recluse.
On a man's face, you're right.
Yeah.
Wrinkles.
Reuse.
Wrinkles.
Recluse.
Wrinkles.
Reboot.
Wrinkles.
Wrinkles. Wrinkles on a man's face.
The bottle was covered
The
with
bottle was
spiders'
covered
webs
with spiders' webs.
and all the other
And-
signs.
Get what it was.
I forgot.
I forgot.
Not even long. And all the other signs.
And on the other side. I don't remember.
And all the other signs.
And all the other sides.
Signs.
Signs. And all the other signs.
Which indicate the age of
Which
wine.
indicate the age of wine.
More truly than
More
do
truly
wrinkles.
Then
And
do wrinkles on a man's face.
Yeah. You could not get them do.
I know, I just thought you said they do.
It's hard because it's like a weird, an N and a D, I think.
Yes.
But-
And righty.
Okay,
This is
I'll
the other
pass.
one I'm choosing. Beauty Queens, another book you should read because it's so funny. Can you hear me? My family traditions.
My family's chickens.
Traditions.
Traditions.
Yes. My family traditions
My family's traditions
are
are
alcoholism.
unholy,
Alcoholism.
unwholesome,
Alcoholism.
my family's traditions are
Alcoholism. Alcoholism.
alcoholism
Ism. And
and
dysfunction.
dysfunction.
Yes.
My family's traditions are
Alcoholism
alcoholism and
and
dysfunction.
That's it.
Okay. You're doing a sentence from The Name of the Wind, which I liked. My boyfriend made me read it. It's alright. I actually really like this song. It's going to be really distracting. Finally.
Pies.
Finally.
Violent.
Finally.
Frightening.
Finally.
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 He pulled a stool.
Finally a moose.
No. He pulled a stool.
Finally.
He pulled a stool.
Finally he pushed.
Pulled
Pulled. Finally he pulled.
a stool
A stool
behind the bar
behind the bar
and began to polish
and began to polish
the vast array of bottles.
the right range of models.
The vast array of
The-
bottles.
The vast
Array
array
bottles.
of models.
Bottles.
Models.
Models.
The vast array of polish
Bottles.
bottles.
Nestled between
Nestled between
the two huge barrels. The
the two
huge,
good
huge,
loot huge
barrels.
barrels.
Yes. So finally he pulled a stool.
Finally
behind
he
the
pulled a
bar
stool behind the bar
and began to polish
the vast array of bottles
nestled between the two
nestled
huge
within
barrels.
the two barrels.
Between the two
Between
barrels.
the two barrels.
Close enough.
I'm going to do this one. Can you hear me? Okay. We watched
Which.
We watched
We watched
his
perfectly perfect thing.
Perfectly.
Perfectly.
Yes, perfectly. We watched his perfectly
muscled
form. Zoom.
To pay.
Zoom. We watched his perfectly muscled form zoom.
Tube.
Zoom. Zoom.
Shop.
We watched his perfectly muscled form zoom past us.
Something past us.
And tried not to drool.
Sway past us.
Zoom.
Stoop. Swoop.
Zoom.
Stoop.
Zoom.
Yes!
We watched his perfectly muscled form.
We watched his perfectly muscled
zoom,
form zoom past us.
And tried not to drool.
Drill.
Drool.
Skullduggery Pleasant, playing with fire. She hasn't read this yet, even though she read the first one a really long time ago. Can you hear me?
Between me?
No, can you hear me?
Oh, what? No, I can't hear you properly.
Obviously. Yeah. Ivan. Meaningless words.
Begins work.
Meaningless words.
Ivan.
Meaningless words.
Beneath his words.
Meaningless words.
Beneath his work.
Meaningless words.
Mean neither worse.
No. Meaningless words.
What? Ivan.
Meaningless words.
Ivan. Meaningless words.
Such as brilliant.
Such as brilliant.
Amazing.
Amazing.
And inspirational.
And inspirational.
Have been used to describe me.
Something about a trampoline.
No. Have been used to describe
Have been
me.
used to describe me.
But not nearly enough.
But only with a knife.
But not nearly enough.
But not nearly enough.
Ivan, meaningless words such as brilliant.
Meaningless words
such as brilliant.
Such as brilliant.
Amazing.
Amazing. Inspirational.
Have been used
to describe me.
But
not nearly enough.
It's from the dedication.
I'm gonna do this one for the last one. Because. Can you hear me? Zane said
his nakedness.
No. Zane.
His taste.
Zane said I looked like.
His steaks looked like.
Zane.
Darling.
It's a name, it's not Stalin. Z. Zane.
Zed.
Zane.
What?
Zane.
Zane?
Yes. Said.
Zane.
Said.
I
I looked like.
the
long lost sister
long lost sister
of the elf
of an elf
of the elf
of the elf
in Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings?
Yes. Zane said I looked like
Zane said I looked like the long lost sister
of the elf in Lord of the Rings.
In Lord of the Rings.
Yes.
The name was the hardest part.
That was funny, eh? It was hard, but
it was hard, yeah. I'm not very good at lip reading.
I know. Okay, well that was fun. Thanks for watching, guys, and yeah, leave a comment if you thought it was fun and if you're going to do it too, maybe.
Yeah.
But yes,
Yeah,
very
and if you've done it, like, link it below so we can
yeah,
watch
because
it
that would be
laugh.
awesome.
Yeah.
Alrighty, well I will talk to you next time.
Alright.
Bye.
Yes. In the name.
Oh yes, bitch. It sounded like hack.
Hang up here. Looks like an ice cream.
No, she looks like she's a truck.
Looks like a truck. I swear there's a shit.
I'm gonna be deaf after this.